We are here once again with the Ultimate Racing League for the Sunday League. This is obviously League 2. It's obviously a one make. They're all in the M6 Sprint. There is 2 races. There's an all-out sprint race and a mandatory pit stop in the race 2. As you can see, we are obviously at the famous Monza track. So we have we travelled to Italy for that. So anyway, they went out, did their 10-minute quali. Bloomfield's qualified first, Chuck second, Kebabman's third, Flatby fourth, Hoggy fifth, P White sixth, Dex seventh, Jabber eighth, Rufus ninth, Brody 10th, Firepower 11th, and Rob in 12th. So now it's 14 laps. Let's get this on the way. There's no pit stops in this race because they're on softs and it's an all-out war to the end. So when they're off, all the lights are gone and they're off on the way down towards the first corner. Hopefully everyone gets around it okay. Not too bad. Deck's already trying to get past P White. Wait, everyone got around the first corner okay. It looks like Bloomfield's already pulled a tiny gap to Chuck. With everyone's still there, keeping up with each other. Not really any places change at the moment. It looks like Brody's going for... looking to try and get past Firepower, which he does. And he takes that very wide, but that means now Firepower's coming back at him now. Come down to the next corner. Will Brody ready to get him out of this? Or Firepower still staying there, but in front of him? But he is right on his bumper. Well, actually, no, they are side by side. Firepower has the edge over him just by a little bit. But who's going to have the biggest balls towards the first corner? That would be Brody. Vodka is right behind them, so let's go back to front. Bloomfield there has pulled a little gap to Chuck, but Chuck is not letting him go. If Flatby's got cabs all over him. Cabs was in third, I think so Flatby's got past him somewhere. Chuck's got a half-second penalty. That's not really going to help his cause there. That'll give Bloomfield a little bit of a breather. And then there's the gap to that being third, with Cab there in fourth, Hoggy there in fifth, and then P White. They're all everyone is there. Not really any gaps are opening up yet. Got Rufus looking to see if he can pull a fast one and get past Jabber, but obviously he's not at the moment. Brody there's Rufus has got a bit of a gap to Brody, who's in 10th, who's pulled a little bit of a gap to Firepower, who's got Oscar trying to get into his slipstream and get past him. Looks like Jabber's eyeing up to try and get past Deck here. Is Jabber going to be ready to do it? Who will break first? Coming down to the corner. Oh, there's contact there by the two. Oh, contact by Deck and Jab. I think he just broke a little bit too late. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact there. That's very unfortunate, but that's allowed Rufus to jump up 2 spots and get past them two. But that's allowed Brody to get in the mix now as well. So we've got a 4-way fight at the moment for 7th spot. Like Jabba's trying to get back past Rufus. Firepower joined the mix, so is Vodka Rob as well. Jab's got away from Deck now a little bit. Rufus has got a half-second penalty, so that's going to allow Jabba to catch up a little bit. Oh, someone's just gone off. I think it was Brody or Firepower, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, there was contact. Yeah, there was a little bit of contact between Firepower and Brody, unfortunately. Was late on his brakes. That's a shame. I'll put him back down to the back, but Brody is waiting for Firepower to get going again. Anyway, let's go back up to the front. We're only on lap 3. Still got 11 to go. With Bloomfield leading. He's opening up that gap to Chuck. Doesn't look like Chuck could do anything about it. But Bloomfield does have the fastest lap at the moment with a 1:48.3. And Flat B there is in 3rd. Cabs is keeping up with Flat B. And you got Hoggy there in 5th. He's got P right in his slipstream. Is P right going to brake a little bit later here to try and get a move done? No, he doesn't. And then there's Rufus in 7th, Jabba in 8th. Let's run a lap. You can see Deck just behind him there. And he's right behind Rufus, trying to catch Rufus up, get past him. Through the chicane. Round through the right. Keeping it tight on this bend. And then obviously coming up to the next bend, trying to keep it quite tight to the curb. Oh, it looks like he nearly lost it a little bit there. That's going to allow Rufus to get away, and that's going to allow Deck to close the gap on him. So they're coming around this S, which can be a little bit tricky if you get it wrong. If you get it right, you can gain loads of times for it. But Deck is right there behind him, looking to get into his slipstream. And Rufus has pulled away a little bit more. And it's a beautiful view there. Looks like Deck is closing in on him. Is Deck going to be able to go? Nope, he doesn't go for a move. You got them two, so you got down in 10th place is Vodka Rob at the moment. There's a bit of a gap to Deck to him. It's probably about 5-second gap between Vodka and Deck, I think. It was. And then Brody's there in 11th. He's hoping he's not too far behind Vodka, about a second behind, I think. And then Firepower down in last place with a half-second penalty, which will allow Brody to get away a bit more. So let's go back up to the front. Bloomfield is got a good little lead over Chuck at the moment, but Chuck is still there. Let's go on board with Chuck. Come around this final corner. You can literally see Bloomfield there, just down the road from not too far. He's now, Chuck's just set the new fastest lap up at 1:48.2. You can now literally not see kebab bands. Well, actually, no, you can see kebab bands just about in the distance. Takes a bit more of the curb, and he is trying whatever he can to catch up with Bloomfield at the moment, but at the moment it's not happening for him. And we're not even halfway through the race yet. Through the chicane. Through the next couple of bends. Looks like he has closed the gap a little bit on Bloomfield, but not by much. You got them two then off down in thirds. Like they've got a battle going on here between Cabs, Flatby and Hoggy, all battling for that third position. Cab gets out of that nicely. Flatby stays his close up a little bit, got out of that a lot quicker. Is Flatby going to be able to go for? He's looking for it. He's gone to the left, gone on the inside, and he's gone up the inside of him, and he's taken that position off of Kebab Bounce. So that's Flatby up to third now. Kebab down to fourth. But is Hoggy going to now see his opportunity and try and get past Cabs as well? Or will Cabs be able to come back at Flatby and get that third spot back? Looks like he's trying to, and he does. He gets back past, but Cab gets that a little bit wrong. Oh, a little bit bumpy there. But so Cabs now dropped down to sixth, so that's allowed Flatby to take a third, and but he's got Hoggy right behind him, his teammate there in fourth. Is Hoggy going to be, but Pete White is right there as well. So some really good, we are now lap 7, so we're basically halfway through this race. Maybe White's there if Cab's there in 6th, with Rufus there in 7th. He's trying to close that gap onto Kebab Man's not too far away, but he's got a half-second penalty. And he's got Jabba breathing down his neck, with Deck right there with a half-second penalty as well. So Jabba will be able to take this opportunity to get up to will he be able to get past Rufus Bart before the end? He can't. Rufus is able to get to the final corner before Jabba, so now Jabba is back to chasing him and in his slipstream as well. So is Rufus going to be able to keep him behind him to the bottom of the next chicane, or will Jabba be able to take a chance and go for it? Looks like he's trying. And he does it. He gets past Rufus. That's Rufus. Jabber up to 7th. Rufus down to 8th. But now he's going to have Deck all over his rear bumper, trying to get past as well. Brody there in 10th with half a second penalty, which he's dropped off a bit now from Deck, so that gap's opened up a little bit. But Brody's got a half second penalty, and he's got Vodka just behind him by a couple of seconds, and then Firepower is there in 12th, just behind Vodka Rob. So lap 8. Bloomfield is still leading, but Chuck definitely has closed that gap on him now. Looking at their lap times, Bloomfield's just set a 49 dead, and Chuck's basically in every lap in the 48s. So Chuck's like half a second quicker each lap than him at the moment. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to do anything to get past. Let's go back up to here. So Flat B's still got 3rd. He's pulled away from the pack a little bit now, so he's got a bit of a gap to P White. P White's now in 4th with Hoggy right behind him in 5th, and Cab's just right behind him. So this is their little battle now. Looks like Hoggy's definitely got out of that chicane a lot better, and he's got that. Looks like Hoggy's trying to get past P White now. And he's done it, got past P White, but is P White going to be to come back at him, or is Cab going to try and get past P White? So some great racing by these guys here. So Cab's down in 6th, so Jabber there in 7th. He's opened up a bit of a gap to Rufus now, who's there in 8th. And then there's Deck right behind him, but Deck's just had to serve the half second penalty, so that will give Rufus a bit of breathing room over Deck. So we're on lap 10, we've got 4 laps left to go. Bodie's there in 10th, and then he's got a big lead over, oh no, Firepower and Vodka Rob are battling now for that last position. So Firepower's got up to 11th, and Vodka's just dropped down to 12th. So lap 10, Bluefield still leads the race with Chuck there in 2nd. They're just really pulling away from 3rd place at the moment. And back to this battle for 3rd. With Flat B leading the way. Hoggy's looking to try and catch Flat B up. And Cabs is right there in 5th as well, with P White there in 6th. Looks like Jabber's trying to join the fray as well in 7th. He's trying to catch him, but then he's got Rufus behind, trying to catch him as well. And Dex there as well in 9th. So with 3 laps remaining, well, yeah, 3 laps remaining, anything can happen. And positions can still change. Cab got out of that corner, chicane a lot better than Hoggy did. He's coming side by side with Hoggy now. Is Cab going to be able to take 4th place off of Hoggy? He is trying to. But no, he doesn't. He's not able to. Hoggy keeps that 4th place from Cab. The Cab has got a half-second penalty now as well, so that should allow PY to take 5th spot off of him. But will Jabba there in 7th? Will he be able to close the gap onto Cabab's bands? We will have to see. The Crab's going to be coming to serving his pits. Oh, Crab just got it all wrong and spun out. Let's just have a look, see what happened to Cabs again. Hit the curb and he's literally got it all wrong. He was having a great race until then. That's going to push him right down the field now, unfortunately. Trying to get back on the field, but that's pushed him right down to 9th place, and he's still got to serve his penalty as well. So that's going to allow Firepower to close that. Oh, someone else is. Oh, Vodka Rob's just had a spin as well. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he got that all wrong as well. But he was down in last place, so he didn't really have anything to lose. So anyway, lap 12, Bloomfield's leading. Chuck's closer to him than he has been in 2nd. Flat B there in 3rd, with a bit of a gap to Hoggy. And then P White there in 5th. Jabba there in 6th, chasing down P White. And Rufus there in 7th. Deck there in 8th. Cab not down in 9th now because of that spin. Firepower there at 10th, but Brody there 11th, and Vodka there 12th. So Chuck is definitely getting closer to Bloomfield. Is Bloomfield going to be able to hold off Chuck for the last 2 laps? Because Chuck's gone faster again, but he's all purple again. Chuck's just set a 1:47.9 as well. And Bloomfield's fastest lap is a 1:48.1. So Chuck is closing that gap gradually. So then she got this lap and the next to try and do it. Bloomfield's doing whatever he can to keep Chuck from getting past him. And Flappy there in 3rd. He's got a bit of a lead over Hoggy in 4th now. With Hoggy there in 4th, P White there in 5th, Jab there in 6th, not too far behind P White. And Rufus there in 7th, trying to come round that, get around that chicane. He does struggle around that chicane a little bit. Deck there in 8th, doesn't look like he's catching Rufus up. Cab there in 9th. Brody there in 10th, he's got Firepower chasing him down, trying to Hello, Brian. And Brody's got firepower right behind him, looking to try and get past. I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough, though, to Brody to try and make a pass. Then he's quite a way back now, but that's only because he spun the last lap. Let's get back up to the front two guys coming onto the final lap with Bloomfield leading, but he now has Chuck right on his rear bumper. Yeah, Bloomfield's got one more lap for this race. Can Chuck get past? He's just posted another fastest lap of a 47.8. Bloomfield doesn't seem to be able to do anything about Chuck. Chuck is really throwing it all out there to get past. And Bloomfield is literally keeping his car in the right positions. Let's go down quickly. It's the final lap of the race. Flat B's third, Hoggy there fourth, P White there fifth, Jabba there sixth. Made a little mistake. That means P White could get away. Rufus there in seventh. Rufus is there in seventh. Decker 8th, Cab 9th, Brody 10th, Firepower 11th, 12th. Let's go back up to the front because this is where it is, like last lap, first and second battling it out. Chuck is still trying to get past. Through the chicane. Come down to the last corner now. Chuck is right there. Bloomfield going to keep. Chuck's going up on the inside of Bloomfield. He's trying it. Can he do it? No, he can't. He's just there behind. Looks like Bloomfield's going to keep it and win at Monza. Chuck finishing a close second. So well done to them two. Oh, there's a change between Rufus and... Missed that one. Oh, Jabba's got a penalty. That's why Jabba has to serve that penalty. And Rufus coming up, going right up the inside of Jabba. And he pulls it off and gets past. So Flat B takes third, Hoggy takes fourth, P White takes fifth, Rufus will take sixth spot from Jabba. Jabba will finish in seventh, Deck will take eighth, Cab will come down to finish in ninth. Unfortunately, because of that spin, he would have done better if he hadn't spun. Brody there will take 10th spot. Firepower take 11th, and Vodka will take 12th. That is the 14-lap race done. That is race 1. Now, obviously, we have the second race coming up for you guys now, which is on the same track, but this time they have a mandatory pit stop, and they have to use medium and hards only. Okay, so starting, let's think. Right, so starting on pole for race 2 is Jabba, he starts on the mediums. Deck will be second on mediums. Cab will be third on mediums. Brody will be fourth on mediums. Firepower will be fifth on mediums. Rufus will be sixth on mediums. P. White will be seventh on hards. Hoggy will be eighth on hards. Flatby will be ninth on hards. Chuck will be 10th on hards. Bloomfield will be 11th on hards. And obviously he was race 1 winner. Vodka Rob will be 12th, and he'll be on hards. Now, Vodka shouldn't have been starting last, but he requested to be put at the back because he's been, struggling a little bit, so he wanted to start at the back. And I was fine with that. So anyway, let's get race 2 on the way. So Jabba will take us, and we're off. Jabba will take us down towards the first corner. Rufus has already gone for a move on firepower. Oh, Rufus has gone. What happened to Rufus? Goes up the inside of firepower. Oh, he got hit off. And that's very unfortunate. But I think the other driver was unaware of it happening. Unaware. So accidents happen. So now, unfortunately, Rufus, after that great start, he's now down to last. Jub has the lead, has a little bit of already gapped a little bit to Deck. With Brody there in third, and Cab there in fourth, with P1 there in fifth, Firepower there in sixth, Hoggy there in seventh, Flat B there in eighth, Chuck there in ninth, Bloomfield there in 10th, Vodka Rob there in 11th, and obviously Rufus is all the way down in 12th now with all the work to do. Coming through the chicane for the first time. Oh! What happened there? Something happened. Oh, so Hoggy went off. Let's have a look, see what happened here. Firepower went off there. Oh, Hoggy got it all wrong. Tries to keep it straight. Oh! And he caught Bluefield and they went off. So now I believe a safety car was called. If I remember rightly, there was a safety car called for this. Bet goes on because I don't think he realised that there was a safety car. But after that incident, that's allowed Rufus to get up to 10th. But yeah, they are definitely all in safety car mode now. Becky's all firepower, but I don't think he even realised they've gone into gone into safety car mode. But now, yeah, he's slowed down now. He's realised that they're in safety car mode. That was because he wasn't in chat. That's because we are all in chat. I think Deck wasn't in chat on race 2, so he didn't realise that there was a safety car. So they're all getting up. Jabba goes past Deck just to retake, obviously, the lead because the safety car was called before Deck passed him, so it's allowed for Jabba to go back to first position. Now they're just all waiting for the go from Jabba. And they're all off again. All streaming through the chicane again for the second time. Oh, Vodka was out really wide there, hits the sand. All the gravel now, that's him back down to 12th. It's currently in lap 3. Jabba is leading with Deck chasing him down in second. With Brody there's a bit of a gap to Brody in third. All three of them. Oh, Cab went. Oh, he got that completely wrong. Come down to here. Oh, so yeah, he's got it completely wrong to avoid hitting Brody, so he did the right thing there, but that's pushed him down now to 11th position. Hoggy and Rufus are finding it out now. Hoggy's looking to try and get past. We're coming up to the next corner. Hoggy eases off, lets Rufus go. Rufus is on the medium tyres, Hoggy's on the hard tyres, so Rufus is going to have the advantage over Hoggy a little bit due to the tyres. Well, let's go back up to the front. Jub has the lead with a little bit of a gap to Deck, who's got a bit of a gap to Brody, but then you got Flatby there in fourth with Chuck, who started in 13th, then up in 5th spot now, looking to try and get past Flatby. They are both in hard tyres, so no one's going to have the advantage here. But he is right in Flatby's coattail, pulled to the left. They are side by side going down towards who's going to have the biggest balls for this corner. That would be Chuck, who takes full spot off of a Flatby. And then there is P. White, who's got Bloomfield trying to chase him down. And Rufus there in 8th, who's got Hoggy all over his rear bumper, looking to try and get past. Oh, Rufus got that bit wrong, so he's probably going to get a half-second penalty there, I think. Oh, no, he doesn't get any penalty. So I think he was pretty lucky there not to get a penalty. And Hoggy there in 9th, he's got Kebabans all over his rear bumper. There he is, let's see. Looked like Brody did have someone trying to get past him. So Brody's there in 3rd. Flat B's there in fourth. Chuck's there, still there in fifth. He must have made a mistake, I think, because he's got P White all over him. But Chuck is the first one to go to the pits to get rid of them hard tyres. With Bloomfield there, he's looking to try and get past P White here. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, he can. That's Bloomfield up to fifth. P White down to sixth. And then there's Kebabman's there in seventh, who's got Rufus trying to chase him down in eighth, but Rufus does have half a second penalty at the moment. Firepower there in ninth, and Vodka there in 10th with a second penalty. And then you got Chuck in 11th, who's just come out of the pits, and Hoggy in 12th, who's also just come out of the pits. So back up to the front, Jabba still has a little bit of a lead over Deck in second. And Deck has got Brody right on his coattail, looking to try and catch him and pass him. Brody has just set the new fastest lap, so Bloomfield, Flat B, P White are all now going into the pits. That's going to allow Cabs to get up for fourth, Firepower up to fifth. Roof is going to go up to sixth. Oh, Roof has got that all wrong, so he's going to get reset. So that won't help him at all. And there's a yellow flag going, which Chuck can see, but that'll be just Rufus getting going again because of Rufus. Chuck coming around the chicane with Flat B there in 8th, Bloomfield there in 9th. So Bloomfield is closing that gap on Flat B. Is he going to try and he's going to try and get past Flat B at some point? But Hoggy in 10th, P White there right behind him in 11th spot, looking to try and get past. So at the moment, P White is staying behind him, with Vodka up there, it's dropped off in 11th and 12th spot. Jab still has a decent lead over Deck in second, with Brody Deck has a good lead, a little lead over Brody in third, with Cab there in fourth, Firepower there fifth, Rufus there in sixth. Going out very wide, hitting the gravel, and Chuck there in 7th spot. He is closing that gap onto Rufus. He is closing that gap onto Rufus. So we're on lap 7. We are halfway through this race, this second race. Jabba just keeps opening up that gap to Deck in second. At the moment, Deck does have the fastest lap of a 49.4. Brody there in third with a 49.6. And then Cab with a 49.7. All the way back there in fourth place. You can see Brody just down the road from him. Then Firepower there in fifth. Rufus there in sixth. You can see Brody down the road. I mean, you can see Firepower down the road. But Firepower's just going around the final corner now. And Rufus has just entered it. Chuck there in seventh. Flatby there in eighth. Flatby trying to chase Chuck down, but at the moment he's not having any of it. And Bluefield there in ninth. Hoggy there in 10th. P. White's right there behind him, looking to try and get past. Is P. White gonna go for a lunge in? No, he doesn't. And I think Vodka Robbie is in 12th and well back. That's going to be a matter of when are the guys at the front going to start going into the pits to take their pit stops. Oh, Brody went out really wide there. That's going to slow him down a bit and give Declan a bit of breathing room. So Brody's back on the road, but that'll allow Cab to close that gap significantly onto him. And you got Firepower there in fifth, with Rufus there in sixth, but Chuck is nearly right on his bumper. Let's just go on board with Chuck. Just coming up past the last corner, you can see Rufus just down the road from him. And Flatby just behind him in seventh. So we just got a little bit closer to Rufus. And Flatby's got a little bit closer to him through that chicane. Through the next chicane. Through keeping it tight on its left-hand right-hander. Taking the curb, now keeping it quite tight on this next corner. But he doesn't really have to worry about trying to pass Rufus, because Rufus still has to pit for hards. But a matter of when he does, that's going to be the question. Close the gap a little bit, so Jabba and Deck have now pitted for their hard tyres. Cab's carried on and Brody's carried on as well. Rufus is now going to the pits, so that's going to push Chuck up to only up to sixth. So Deck and Jabba back out. Jab manages to get past Deck out, coming out of the pits. So they are side by side, 4th and 5th. Jabba has it a little bit, but Deck isn't letting him go. But they now also have Chuck right behind them in 6th. And also they are now, bear in mind, Jabba and Deck are on the hard tyres. Chuck is on the medium tyres, so Chuck is actually on the faster tyre now. Going down this straight up to the next chicane. And Chuck is right on Deck's coattail, but then Deck is right on Jabba's coattail as well. And now Kebabman and Brody have both gone into the pits. And they are all together. Jabba, Chuck, Deck are all there to get Chuck's getting past. But who's going to have the advantage coming into this corner? No one does, but Chuck's managed to get past Deck, not past Jabba yet. Oh, look at that move by Cabin. Brody come out. Oh, let's just got to have a watch of this one. As he comes out of this brilliant move here on Kebab Mams by Brody. Crab broke a little bit sooner than he needed to, which has allowed Brody to go around the outside of him and take knife off of Kebab. So that was a brilliant move there by Brody. So Brody obviously there in 9th, with Cab there in 10th, with Rufus World back there in 11th place. I think he must have had it off somewhere maybe, but he's in 11th, and Vodkrop there in 12th, who's a little way back from him. Let's go back up to the front. Firepower is leading this race currently, but he will be pitting shortly because he has got low fuel, so he's going to have to top up. There are three laps remaining. Then Chuck's now got himself up to 2nd. Flat B's up to 3rd. Jabba's now down to 4th, with Deck right behind him in 5th. But Jabba does have half-second penalty as well, which he will be serving shortly. But it looks like Deck is in Jabba's slipstream. Looks like he's going to try and go and get past him here. Yep, he is. They are side by side, going over the start, finishing straight, down towards the first corner. Who's going to have the biggest balls here? That would be Deck. He's just got past, but looks like Jabba tried to go for a cheeky one, go back up the inside of him, but he wasn't able to do it. So now Deck is up to 3rd, Jabba's down to 4th. Also, because Jabba has that half-second penalty, that will put him in to Bloomfield slipstream, who's there in 5th. So he's a battle for 3rd at the moment. We also got Chuck there in first, who's pulling away from Flat B a little bit, who's pulled away from Deck, who's got Jabba and Bloomfield all over his rear bumper. And Hoggy there in sixth. He's got P. White all over his rear bumper, trying to catch him. And Brody there in eighth, with Cabs right behind him there in ninth. And Firepower's dropped off a little bit in 10th after being in the pits. And then there's a bit of a gap to Rufus in 11th. And Vodka there in 12th. Looks like Vodka is closing the gap on Rufus a little bit. We're on lap 13, one more lap to go after this. So we're on the final 2 laps of this second race. All Chuck has to do is keep it on the black stuff and keep all 4 black tyres on the going, and he will stay there. And let's go back. You got Deck and Bloomfield are battling it out for that 3rd position. Obviously, Bloomfield got past Jabba when Jabba served his half-second penalty. So Bloomfield is he is really trying to get past Deck at the moment, but Deck is doing a good job defending that 3rd spot. Bloomfield is right behind Deck now. Is he going to try and go for it here? Oh, he does, but Deck gets onto the grass a little bit. I think Bloomfield is slowing down for Deck because there was a bit of a touch there. Don't know if anyone was. I don't think anyone was at fault. It was just. It would have probably just go down as a racing incident. But Bloomfield has slowed down and let Deck go past. But now Deck has Hoggy right behind him, looking to try and get that 5th spot off of him. Oh, Hoggy's had to go into the pits again. He's just, unfortunately, looks like Hoggy's underfueled for the second and his first pit stop, and he's had to go and pit again now. That is going to drop him down a few positions now, so I can feel his pain there. So that'll push Hoggy down to 10th spot now, with Rufus there in 11th and Vodka there in 12th, and we are now on the final lap with Chuck leading this race. He's got quite a healthy lead over Flat B there in 2nd, with Jabba there in 3rd, PY there in 4th, Deck there in 5th, Brody there in 6th, Cabal in 7th, Bloomfield there in 8th, Firepower 9th, Hoggy 10th, Rufus 11th, Vodka 12th, and this is the final lap. So all Chuck has to do now is keep it on the black stuff. Looks like he went out a bit wider than he wanted to, going through that bit. Now he's coming down to the final corner of this race. So he comes round. Chuck wins race 2 at Monza. Congratulations to him. Flat B will take 2nd. Jabba 3rd. P. White 4th. Deck 5th. Brody 6th. Kebab Bam 7th. Bloomfield 8th. 5A will take 9th spot. Holly will take 10th. Rufus will take 11th. And Vodka Rob will take 12. Now, what I want to say is thank you everyone for watching. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Dubby and EAC Eldritch Air Conditioning. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I will see you next time at Mount Palomar. So, bye-bye for now. And thank you for watching.